for the details. We're joined now by Bloomberg's Michael Shepard. So, Mike, I guess the idea here is that the administration is going to do something, yet this wouldn't necessarily go as far as they could have gone.
Well, that's right. And that was some of the speculation this week, that they may actually take that extra step of requiring the biggest AI developers to send their cutting-edge models to a government agency for review and approval on safety and security grounds before their release. Now, that would be, of course, a little bit off-brand for the Trump administration, which has really done everything it can to clear the regulatory underbrush for companies in a range of industries. Yet they are under some pressure to respond to concerns, especially around security related to artificial intelligence. Some of those were prompted in the past month by the release of Anthropic's new Mythos model. So they have taken this step, and they believe that by augmenting some of the pre-existing information sharing programs that they have on cybersecurity to include AI companies, that they would get some of those concerns addressed and obviate the need, Kayleigh, for having some sort of mandatory review program.
Well, and that's what I wanted to ask, if this would essentially be formalizing something that already is, to at least a certain extent, underway. In that, don't we know that Mythos, for example, is already being looked at by federal agencies inside the government already?
Well, at least one federal agency, and a key one, the National Security Agency, which, you know, is the tip of the spear when it comes to cyber defenses for the U.S. government, has been exploring its use, and we had that scoop recently that they were looking at what Mythos could find about gaps in Microsoft products across the government. So there is some work on that front already. The White House is pushing for wider access to Mythos for federal agencies, but so far we're not getting any indication that that has come. And it's unclear whether this order would even address this directly, but it certainly could pave the way for that. And we do know that White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, who is taking a more direct role in crafting AI policy, including the memo that we're talking about right now, that she had met with Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, to talk about Mythos, together with some other administration officials. So the gears are turning. The White House has also, though, tried to cool the jets at Anthropic when it comes to releasing Mythos to another group of trusted organizations, saying that they were concerned that letting it outside of the few dozen from Wall Street and Silicon Valley that have had a chance to review it and test it on their networks would be taking too much of a chance. And one thing that they're worried about, Kayleigh, is sharing it with partners who could then share it with foreign countries, companies, including some adversaries.
All right, Bloomberg's Michael Shepard, great stuff. Thank you so much.